Okay, so I replaced the front air conditioning units, control unit with an LCD panel one, and that leaves this one right here, which, you know, it's not bad. It just doesn't look as cool as the one in the front, and I kind of want the vehicle to flow together. So we got this one. We did order it from Amazon. It is for the L405 Range Rover. You noticed in the back there's a spot for the OEM manufacturer's wiring harness, and then there's another one. This one is for a USB cable. We're not exactly sure why, but yeah, it does have it. You'll notice that the tabs do not have the spring clips on them, so we're going to have to take the ones off of this and reuse them on this unit. And there's also two screw holes, one here and one here, for the torque screw that's up in here that we're going to have to reuse. Now I've got my center console in the upright position because we have to remove these, and they do clip off, and you'll notice inside there's kind of like a groove part that holds it and a spring clip. So they do come off quite easily. They are just a pain to get out with the center part down. And that exposes now the two top part torque screws, which luckily does match up with this. And I can see somebody has taken this out before because they have damaged the plastic a bit. Doesn't look as clean. So now it is find the correct Torx bit, and look at that, right off the bat we get the right one. And it really looks like a self-tapping screw. I'm going to put them over there so they're out of the way. And I'm just using the lid from the front panel. I don't know if you can see it in the video if I take my hands away. The front panel there. I'm just taking those out. Now it clips from the bottom, and then it's kind of weird. It's got to come out. And there we go. And that is this unit out. Now, as you see, I've got my air vents that I'm going to have to put into the new one from the donor. They look like I have to take out the chrome trim piece as well. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 Torx units, screws, and that comes out. And then yeah, that should be all I need to take out. Actually, just looking at it, I'll have to take this chrome piece out as well and put that into the new unit. So looking at down here. I guess if I wanted to put that USB, I could put it right there, because that looks like it could fit. And that would be actually kind of cool, having the USB cable coiled up in there. Somebody could plug their device in. So let me go and get that USB device, because I didn't bring it down. And I'm going to want to put that inside. And it gives me a chance to take over the donor parts.
We all put our hard-earned money into our cars. Our vehicles are a very big investment in our lives. And we want to protect these vehicles. We just don't want them to go missing. But the hard reality is, one of these days, you're going to walk out and find broken glass on the ground and your car missing. Every 6 minutes, a vehicle is stolen in Canada. Yours could be next. Insurance can't bring your car back. That is the harsh reality of the fact. But Pastime GPS Canada possibly can. With real-time tracking, instant alerts, and 24/7 access, Pastime GPS helps you locate, recover, and protect your vehicle fast. The staff are friendly, the service is supreme, and everybody is professional at Pastime GPS Canada. They will guide you in the appropriate product to help you track your vehicle or vehicles if you have a fleet. The system is simple to use, easy to get the alerts and set up, and very easy to install. Don't wait for it to happen to you. Protect what moves you with Pastime GPS Canada. You won't be sorry that you contacted them and asked them about their products. So please, look them up, give them a shout, and see how they can help you. You will not regret it.
Okay, this is kind of cool. You can actually see the LED lights in this just before I start really filming here. LED lights are on. They're actually pretty cool. So these LED lights, I mean, it's tough to see because I've got that light there going. But here's the USB I was telling you about. So there is a spot here I can bring it through and have it fit into here nicely. So I'm gonna put it in there just so I don't forget about it. And all I'm gonna do is just do that. So now it's in there. It's right here, ready to be hooked up. And I guess I can tuck all that rest of it into there. But then they have a USB power instead of using these. So now I have to start taking some parts off of this and putting them onto here. Luckily, they all seem to use the same torques. So here goes this trim piece, which now has to go into here. But Okay. So that gives me the chrome end. You don't really see it, but I guess it's so you don't see this. And this looks to be real wood. Which is actually, I heard they have used real wood in the past, but you never know. So the next part is to take these off. And again, it is 4 Torx screws to take these off. Put them down on the mat. Nothing like putting black screws on a black mat. They're all the same size, which is good. Is there another one? Oh, there's one that's hidden right in the center. So there is one in the center that you have to take out. I snuck one in there. And it's probably best to leave that one in place. Now those are all out. And they line up nicely with the new vent. Just have to get that Torx to go in. And it does. Quite nicely. And you don't have to put a lot of force on these. Just finger tight is good. And you can see the vent is starting to take shape. Now, 2 bolts to go. And that's the vents in place. That's finger tight. Taking a look outside, it looks pretty good. And yeah, I've left the protective film on this. So now it is transferring the 4 spring clips from this unit to this unit. And remember, yeah, they're 2 different types, so you have to get the right one on the right one. If you don't, then it's going to be problematic. Okay, we're back. So all the parts are in here. The clips are now in. They were really fun to remove. Flat-headed screwdriver. That is going to be your save. A thin, small, flat-headed screwdriver to pop the tabs out so you can get them donated over to the new one. I've got a plushy mat down here so that I can put this wiring harness in. I gotta see which one's going where. Don't want to cross the streams. Crossing the streams could be bad. So it's a white plug, white socket, gray plug, gray socket. You can't get these mixed up. Now I've got the center console in the up position because there was these two hooky tabs that were coming out, and I don't want anything to get in the way. So let's hook these up. And now it is position and line it up. They are in. And this isn't caught. That's very good. Now hold it all together. And put the torque screw in. Nice and finger tight. Nice and finger tight. We don't want to go too tight because I don't want to break. Now, these are easily put back in by getting them over and popping them in the right spot. Easier when the armrest is up. And there we go. Now I'm just going to remove that. Get rid of all my fingerprints. My vents move.
Now, as of recording this, we did get a message back from the manufacturer of this unit, and they told us that the USB port doesn't need to be used. It's actually for software upgrades. So you can install it or just leave it off. We chose to leave it on, and it actually does charge your phone, so no harm, no foul.
Language is English. There we go. That is it. So let's try starting the engine up.
Okay, I cut the audio here because the music came on and I don't have a copyright issue. But at this point, I'm now just checking out the unit to make sure that it is syncing with the control unit in the front. The installation was quite simple. It was really easy to do. It's not like you're having to take apart the entire center console. I didn't even have to remove the console lid. It was just bring it into the upright position and take off the side molding just so I could access those two screws. So here I'm just basically testing everything out in the back to make sure that everything is working. The heated seats are working, the fans are working, and what I'm seeing on this screen is actually being repeated on the screen in the driver's section of the vehicle. Totally happy with this installation. Couldn't be more happier with the product. It matched up with the wood grain from the OEM trim, which is great. So it isn't a big stark difference in contrast between the wood grains. Couldn't be more happier. Again, this product was bought off of Amazon, and you need to really make sure what vehicle you have, because there's the short wheelbase, the long wheelbase. You have the different models of Range Rovers. This said it was for the Evoque, but it's also said L405. Now, mine's a Range Rover, and I took the risk on it, and it matched up. So just be aware of that you do get the right one, because the spring clips may be in a different spot, and maybe same with the screw holes. But yeah, this worked out and couldn't be more happier. And now I've got controls in the back that match the controls in the front, and I don't have kind of mismatched. And it gave the interior of the 2014 Range Rover a refresh, and it looks more modern. And when the vehicle went in for its safety recall, the software update, which I will talk about in a short video, they thought it was great. They, with the controls in the front, they didn't get to see the controls in the back. And yeah, and now I've got this USB port cable, which allows people to plug their devices in, and they don't have to mess around with adapters and things like that. So couldn't be more happier. Here you're seeing the front console, and now you're seeing the back console. Just finishes off the vehicle really nice. So I hope you liked this video. It was a quickie, so don't forget to subscribe, like and subscribe. We can use your help getting to our goal of getting